Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Money, Wine and Cheese Club. My name is Sara and I'm your host. And today we're going to talk about money meltdowns. Okay, so what are these money meltdowns and why do they happen to us? Why do we get so worked up about our money or lack thereof? Because that's usually when it happens. Financial anxiety, it's a thing. It's not uncommon for us to feel, our heart racing and anxious and overwhelmed and really, really stressed when we check our bank account or when we look at our budget, if we have a budget, which everybody should. So, why does this happen? Well, this usually happens when we are at that stage of our life that we just don't know. We don't know about our money. We don't know how much we're spending. We don't know how much we owe. We don't probably know how much we are actually making, because there are taxes that are coming out. There's a lot of things going on. We might not actually know how much we're making. And we have this fear because this fear, well, it's trying to protect us and we don't know how to deal with it. Okay, so let's say that you're going on your way, everything is cool. I mean, you're living paycheck to paycheck, you're handling your bills, and suddenly you are hit with a bill. Um, Anything. It can be your car broke down, it can be medical bill, some unexpected expense. What do? You panic. Of course, I would panic. And it's like, our brains are just wired to go into full freak out mode. And this is all because of that fear. What's going to happen next? Do we have enough to even pay this? Are we in control? And most of the time we are not. And that's why we freak out. Then there's the comparison trap. So again, if we spend a lot of time on social media or even just a little time, but if what we are seeing is people just having the most amazing lives with the most amazing gadgets, most amazing jewelry, dresses, phones, watch, whatever it is, whatever is your fancy, we want that. And we want to be able to afford that. And sometimes we're not. And we forget that what these people are showing us, it's just the very best and sometimes put on shows of their life. Okay, somehow it makes us feel a little bit um, when we do these things, when we show, because we want to show people why. I keep battling this myself in my own life. So the comparison trap, we want to do like, the keep up with the Jonases. It's very much alive, except today they don't even live next door to us. They might live on the other side of the world, but to us, we need to show them that we're doing even better than they are, as if they cared. Nobody cares. And then the shoulda, coulda, woulda syndrome. Okay, so what is this? This is you beating yourself up because of past money mistakes you made that you can't do anything about. It's done. It's over. It's gone. You need to move on. Now, of all the things I'm talking to you about today, this is the one that I still work on every single day in my own life. This is the one that I cannot wrap my head around it because whenever something happens, whenever I need to make a decision with money, a financial decision, whatever's going on, I'm always thinking, what if? What if I'm going to make the same mistakes? What if I'm not paying close attention and I'm not doing everything I can to do better? Which in itself, just the fact that I'm going there shows me that I am actually paying attention and that I am doing everything in my power to make the best decision today. But when you're in it, you don't think about those things. You just think, oh my gosh, am I good enough to do it? Am I not going to do the same mistake again? You're not. And if you are, you just pick yourself up and you keep going. There's no other benefit than, okay, I've done that, I'm not going there anymore, and it's fine. I'm moving on and I'm doing the best I can with the information I have right now. That's just a life motto for me now. Although I do find myself going back to the shoulda, coulda, woulda. Okay, so the next one is money mindset. What is this money mindset? I mean, everybody's talking about mindset. What the heck? Well, it has to do with our relationship with money. Why do you handle money the way you do? Or why don't you handle money the way you could? It's because nobody taught you how to deal with money. That's just the most common one. And then you have been living in environments where money was either very abundant and, you know, you just assume that everybody lived that way, or where there were huge fights, or, you know, about not having enough money to pay bills, to eat, whatever. Or maybe when there was money, you lived like kings for a week, and then the next 3 weeks you'd just be scraping by. And it's not even about what was actually happening. It's about your perception of what was going on. And most parents, I'm guilty of this, and I was brought up this way as well, don't explain. And whenever you went to the supermarket or wherever, you asked for something, you'd get a no, we can't afford it. No, we don't have money for that. You heard that for years and years and years. So to get rid of that, it takes time, and it takes a lot of work, and it takes you telling yourself that actually I can afford it if I want to, or maybe I can't afford it right now, but I am going to save to afford it. It's about having positive affirmations. It's about having growth mindset instead of scarcity mindset. Okay, and then last but not least, we have this power of perspective. Okay, so all these are things that at one time or another we had in our life: money mindset, fear of money, the comparison game, the whatever. So how can you keep your cool? How can you stay positive and in control when something unexpected happens with your finances, so that you don't freak out? Money is not good or bad. Money is just a tool, and it's there for the taking. Anybody can have access to it. It's illimited. There's not a limited amount. Just because your neighbor is very rich doesn't mean you can't be rich as well. And at the end of the day, it's just a tool. You are not going to be happier because you have a lot of money. You're going to be happier because of the things money can buy you, right? So it's up to you to create that plan, set those goals for your life, and to really decide what is important to you and why you want that. You don't even have to go on, you know, I need, or I want to make this much money. Well, a lot of people do feel safer with an amount of money. Other people feel safe with less money, because it's actually not about the money. And again, it's about that mindset and about that perspective. You just need to find a way to move forward from this freak out mode, whatever works best for you. So for me, what works best is take a deep breath and just think, okay, so this happened. What now? I'm not going back there. I'm not going to think about all the mistakes I made with money before, because that's gone. Right now, what can I do? I just look at my options and I go from there. With a little bit of creativity and a lot of determination, we can overcome almost anything in our life, including our financial life. I hope this was helpful to you. And if this kind of content speaks to you, please like and subscribe to the channel, maybe share it, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!